Hey guys, Ozzy back. So here we are. It is now Tuesday. Um, I haven't shot a video in a few days. I did post a couple of things. I hope that you guys all got a chance to watch and enjoy my video that I put up about my traumatic brain injury center closing. That one was very emotional for me. And I gave a shout out to all the people who worked there and let them know that I thank them for everything they do and have done for me up to this point. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to throw this right out here right now. I'm probably going to do a kind of a long video here. I want to just sit here and talk for a bit, so I figured we'll see how long this thing goes, so I'm just going to throw this part out here right now too. If you guys aren't already subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe. The more subscribers I get, the better it gets me toward making this channel into a monetized channel where I can start earning money off of it. This is obviously a passion of mine. I wouldn't have 2 consecutive channels running at this stage of the game. I wouldn't have put the money that I put into equipment, building my home office, and starting up these subscription boxes that I'm doing on my other channel if it wasn't something I was already passionate about. I'm a creative person. I've been a writer. I'm still a writer, I should say. I've always liked to express myself in one shape or form. I do like to tell stories. I do like to just talk with people. Things since my head injury have changed. I have a harder time doing it sometimes. I actually have found this here, talking with you guys this way, just having the camera in front of me and being able to address you, it feels pretty comfortable for me. I enjoy it. It's something that I hope you enjoy as well, and that's why you're subscribed to this channel if you are. And like I said, if not, please subscribe. And if this is content that you like, or if you have noticed content you've liked on my channel, please go back and click that like button. That's something else that helps me. The more likes that I get on videos, the more I know what videos you guys are enjoying and what content I should be putting out. And also, it helps me in that YouTube algorithm. If I know that my TBI videos are getting the majority of the likes and the hits on my page, I can make more of those videos and I can market them better. I can make sure that when I'm doing videos, I target it specifically to that audience to make this channel grow. The other thing is those notifications. Obviously, if you guys are subscribers, clicking that notification icon lets you know anytime I upload new content. The reason why that's good is, again, for me, it gives me more views. It gives me more likes. It pushes me further in the algorithm. It pushes me further on YouTube. It pushes me as a creator to work harder for you. For you guys, it's more content. It's more direct to what you're interested in and what you're looking for. It's not just me sitting here talking about stuff that I necessarily want to talk about, because I do want to talk about everything that I talk about on this channel, but stuff that I know is of interest to you, so I will tailor that to you guys. Yeah, I'm still probably going to shoot some videos of just me talking about what's going on in my life and things like that. It's kind of a video journal, a video log, if you will, a vlog. Oh my God. Never thought, if you had told me 10 years ago even that I was going to be a vlogger, that I was going to be doing this, I would have laughed at you, but here I am, So, you guys tell me what you like, and the more you guys watch my videos, the more you click like, the more you get notifications, the more it helps. One thing that I ask too, if you're up for it, leave me some comments. You know, my cousin Renee has been great for that. She's been wonderful at making sure I have information, and I am going to be taking some of her great suggestions to heart, and I'm going to be pushing that forward on this channel. Right now, like I said, I'm in New York. I don't have everything that I have at home. It's not easy for me to do a lot sometimes. I'm kind of stymied by space, as well as not having all of my stuff available to me. So I'm doing what I can, and I'm enjoying it, to be honest. Everything I've put out so far is stuff that I actually am willing to go back and watch myself to see, you know, not just where can I improve, but was the information that I put out accurate? Was it entertaining at the same time? And I've been finding that, yeah, it has been. I'm really liking the content I'm putting out. I'm happy with what I'm doing on this channel, and I want to keep doing it. I'm happy what I'm doing on the other channel, and I want to keep doing it, and I'm going to keep doing it. And the more content I put out, you know, the better I get at doing editing, the better software I learn to use, the better my videos are going to get, and eventually, you know, as things keep progressing, obviously with Lauren getting better, her and I have been talking about doing some videos together. You know, like I said, we've got that 1973 Volkswagen Hippie Bus. We like to go on vacations when we can. Right now it's a little hard after her surgery, but you know, there's little places we can go. I can videotape us driving up the road. I can videotape us getting ready, doing stuff. You know, with it being at the house, and me doing grocery hauls. Obviously, Lauren is going to be there, so she might want to pop on. When it comes to doing things along the lines of cooking, I might need an extra pair of hands to hold the camera. So she might even start working behind the scenes on this as well. And we were kind of joking around the other night. We haven't made any definitive plans, but she's thinking of having her own channel as well. And if we do that, I would help her produce content. We would use the same equipment. I would probably do the running of the equipment and everything, and just help her do her videos however she wants to do them. And who knows, maybe she'll start doing them down in the home office downstairs if she does, and we can put her up against the green screen and do some really nice backgrounds. I know I've been talking about getting some really good pictures with the kids, and with the green screen, it's really cool because Lauren, me, and the kids can set up our chairs and everything right in front of where we have the green screen, sit down in whatever poses we want. I can have the camera over on the tripod. I can have the ring light so it gets plenty of light and it's nice and bright so we can see the pictures. And I can snap off some shots and then go in and edit a background into it because of that green screen, and do so many things. They'll be really awesome to have that availability for my personal use as well as the use here for the channel. And who knows, maybe for a future channel for Lauren as well. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I hope she decides to do that, because I think that'd be pretty cool to have a couple of channels within the house, all of us running it. And who knows, maybe someday we can be making enough money where we can make this a semi-permanent thing, a semi-full-time thing, and only work part-time in the background. Or maybe someday this thing will take off to the point where I can make enough money on it where neither of us really has to work, and this can be our source of income, and I'll only have to work the hours that are required to do this, and I can do that anywhere that there's internet access. I can bring my camera anywhere I go. I can shoot videos if we take off and come back to the city, if we go down to Florida, if we go out to Turks and Caicos, Barbados, wherever we went, I can go, and I just have to have my equipment. So it's all doable. I can make this channel not just a fun channel to do, but a lucrative channel, I hope. And once I get that to the point where this is lucrative, have that autonomy to be able to go wherever we want and shoot whatever kind of content we want wherever we are. I think that'd be a really neat thing. As a person who is a creative and who is an author, I did publish 2 books, self-published 2 books. I have plenty more that I've been working on for a long time. I probably lost more stories than I have on hand right now, to be honest, because when I was a kid I would lose the stuff all the time. But we just keep doing what we're doing here. You keep creating. That's how you keep your mind going when you're that type of person. And to go from being a writer to doing this, it really doesn't feel like a major jump. It's more of a small step. Being that I'm a creative, I've always wanted to be my own boss. I didn't want to be tethered to the corporate world. It was never my cup of tea. I know there's a lot of people out there that say that, but I did struggle with it quite a bit. Internally mostly, but the struggle is the struggle, whether it's internal and you're the only one seeing it, or you're somehow showing it on the outside and seeing it. But I will say this as well: since I became disabled and was unable to work, it has changed how I looked at things to an extent. No, I do not want to work for corporate America if I don't have to. But at the same time, it's hell not to have money. And to have unlimited time with no way to fill it, that was heady for a while. And now that I'm out of it and I'm able to express things, I'm able to do things, I have some money coming in. It ain't great, but it is what it is. And if this starts taking off soon, this will become a way to supplement the income I'm already getting. I'm also going through the Mass Rehab Commission, MRC, to work on getting back out into the workforce that way. And of course that's a part-time thing, doing it that way. But any more income that I can get will get me out of what debt I'm in, but also get me into a better place in life. I am going to be going and getting my license back as well. I'm doing everything that I can do right now to keep my life on the track that's going up. For a while there, I plateaued. I got to a point and I stayed there, and a lot of it was due to the head injuries. I was very disabled for a long time, and disabled to the point where I was no longer functionally disabled. I was disabled. As I said in my last video, there is a difference between being disabled and being functionally disabled, and I went through that. If you guys are interested, I'll at the end of the video there'll be a link to that. You guys can check that out. So really, for me to have gone from that place where I was in no way, shape, or form disabled, I was in my 30s, I was fairly healthy, things were going okay, to immediately go down to nothing. I couldn't do a thing. I was all but bedridden for an extended amount of time. And then when that subsided, I was agoraphobic and was not leaving my house, and that lasted for a time. And then I got to the point where I would go outside, and then I couldn't leave my yard. And then when I did start getting out into the world, I was having panic attacks. I was having anxiety attacks. I was passing out in Walmart, in Big Y, in Ocean State Job Lot, whatever store I was in. I was unable to handle the amount of sensory input that was coming into me, and my body would shut down. To go from being that way for an extended period of time to being where I am now, I went from living with my parents, which I am 100% grateful for. If it had not been for them, I don't know what would have happened to me. They were so awesome. They are so awesome. They continue to be so awesome, and I know for the rest of my life, for the rest of the time that I have them, they're going to always be awesome because they support me in whatever I do. They are there for me if things falter. They are always looking out for me and helping me, and they just support every decision I make, and they love me with all of their hearts. So my mom, Sharon, and my dad, Richard Sr. or Dick, and then my sister, Kirsten, without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have been able to gain the confidence, to gain the ability in my head to be able to go and look for a new person to be in my life. After being divorced, while in the midst of, I got my divorce in the midst of while I was having my head injuries. I was emotionally abused. I was mentally abused and brought down. It was a very bad relationship. My ex-wife was a very narcissistic and abusive person to me. Most people didn't see it because she hid it behind the closed doors. But afterwards, they noticed some red flags, and I managed to get her out of my life, fortunately. And it took me a long time to be willing to put myself back out there after that beating that I took. And when Lauren and I met, I was in a much better place than I had been for a very long time. And I didn't know where it was going to go. I had my hopes of where it might go. Obviously, being the hopeless romantic that I am, my hope is always when a new relationship starts, it's going to be a permanent relationship. And that's not just a relationship that's dating like me and Lauren, or could be a marriage down the road or something. I even do the same way with friendships. I don't like the thought that a person that I'm getting close to could someday be out of my life for some unknown reason. Obviously, if someone dies or something, or you know, things can happen that you're going to lose somebody, but if I can help it, I try not to lose people. I've always been like that. That's not something that is just since the accident. I've always had that kind of feeling of I don't want to lose people in my life. People are very important to me. Relationships are very important to me. And I build on those relationships. I try to make them mutually beneficial, you know. So I didn't know what to expect, but I was hoping for the best. And here we are. You know, we're going to be coming into June very quickly. June 8th is my 7th anniversary. It'll mark 7 years since my initial traumatic brain injury. June 22nd will be my 1-year anniversary with Lauren. So June has a good amount of milestones in it for me. I would have to say that I was not 100% sure that at this point in my life I would be where I am. Be in a relationship with a beautiful woman who treats me well and who I treat well back. Have 4 wonderful stepdaughters who I love to death and would do anything for. Have my wonderful family that supports me, that, you know, my parents and my sister, who I helped raise my sister a little bit. She's 8 years younger than me, so I did help take care of her growing up, and I did help teach her. So I kind of already do have that background of how to work with, how to be a parent. But also I worked in, for many years, in fact, all 4 years of high school, I worked at a summer day camp at the rec center in Southwick, Mass. I was a camp counselor, and I made some really good friends there. Unfortunately, I've lost touch with all of them at this point. I was friends with a girl, Penny Churchill. She was really funny. We got along great. She was really cool. There was a girl that we were really good friends before we went in to working, and as we worked there, we started getting closer. Christina. Her name was Christina Foote. Christina Manning. Her grandmother was Lola Foote. So Christina Manning, and her and I were really close for a long time. We were best friends. And then there was also my buddy Ray Snow, and him and I were like brothers for the longest time. But when I got married, things happened, and I haven't been able to get a hold of him lately. I was hoping I'd hear back from him at some point, because I missed the guy. He was always really cool to hang out with. We had a lot of fun. As I understand it, he's got kids of his own. I knew he had twins, and then I heard he had another child, so he's got a total of 3, and I hear he's got a lot going on in his life, so I think that's great for him. But I do miss the guy. But, you know, my life has been really good at this point, and we're looking at getting ready to go home from New York now, so we're looking to see when we're heading out, when we're going to get back. It is the end of the month, obviously, that we're going back. It's not going to be in the next couple days. It's going to be the end of the month. So we won't get back until right around Labor Day, somewhere in that general area. And I've promised the kids I'm going to work on getting the pool up and running as soon as possible when I get home. If everything goes through with that we want, we've got some things we want to do for the kids over the summer, and that's been high on our priority list. And, you know, Lauren's going to be laid up for a lot of the summer, but we're going to try to do everything we can. You know, me and the girls can go up to the park and hang out at the park together. We can go out in the pool. You know, we can hang in the backyard. We can go for bike rides and stuff like that while Lauren is resting. And then, you know, I'll cook dinner. I'll do the happy house husband stuff that I've been doing right along anyways. But give Lauren a chance to just rest and recuperate, so that when the time is right and she's ready to start doing stuff again, she'll be 100%. She won't be lagging behind and not feeling it. So that's the plan for the next couple months, is just keep on keeping on with that. For the channel, I am going to be doing, probably when we get back home, I am going to have to do a major grocery shopping, because my coffers are pretty cleaned out, and I'm going to want to do that shopping trip. I might have to Instacart it, but regardless of how I do it, I can do my shopping haul video on that. When I'm home and I've got more space, as well as all of my appliances, I can do more of the cooking things. I'm going to be cooking a lot anyways. Why not grab the camera and catch it on video and shoot some videos of it? So like I said, guys, this is a longer video, just kind of a hangout and talk, and talk about a lot of the stuff that's going on in my life. Like I said, kind of just a vlog type entry. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click that like button. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe. I know I say this plenty, and if you're going to do those things, why not just go ahead and click that notification icon and get notified. And guys, like I said, I love talking to the people who are watching these videos. So leave me some kind of comment. Let me know what you liked in the video. Do you like my style? What can I do to make you more interested? But for now, guys, I think that's going to be it. So, Ozzy out. Later.